Hey guys, sup? It's your local lunatic here, bringing you guys a dual replay of my Battlin Boxer deck that I recently profiled. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. Um, I'm sorry I haven't really been uploading today. I just had tons of appointments back to back. First I had my therapy session. And then after that, I had a dentist appointment for a checkup. And then after that, I had to go run some errands. So I've just been all over the place. But anyway, yeah. So this is this is my classic Battlin Boxer deck that I'm playing in Master Rule 4 just to challenge myself. So yeah, we're playing against Beast Blaine, and yeah, we've exchanged greetings. Both hands have been dealt. And let's first take a quick moment to look at the hands. So my hand consists of Battlin Boxer Shadow, Battlin Boxer Counterpunch, Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter, Battlin Boxer Spar, and Battlin Boxing Spirits. So right off the bat, I don't really have anything too fantastic. I'll probably what I'm probably doing is, and keep in mind, it's been days since this replay was actually recorded, because it's this duel took place a couple days ago, and I'm just now getting to the recording the replay, so I don't really remember what I'm doing. But I'm hoping what I do is I normal summon Switch Hitter, special summon Sparer, go into like Lead Yoke, detach one, special Shadow, and then Lead Yoke will be 8k, and then I guess if I really want to, I can use Battlin Boxing Spirits as well, targeting the Switch Hitter. I mean, would that be useful? I guess, but anyway, looking at his hand, I'm sorry, I just don't know how to gauge his hand. I know Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon is pretty much the key centerpiece in any Odd Eyes deck, along with the field spell, but um, what is it, Sky Iris, I believe. So I know that was good that he opened that. But most of this, I just don't know about. Odd Eyes Revelation Dragon seems like new support to me. Time Gazer, Stargazer, I'm sorry. Pretty nice, I guess. Pal, Odd Eyes Unicorn, I don't know. I guess you run this just for the name, right? I don't know. Phantom Dragon, I guess that gets you into your, like, Fusion Odd Eyes play. Not the Vortex, but the other one, the Beast type one. But anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and see. So I'm on first. I'm hoping I do this correctly. So yeah, I do normal Switch Hitter. I special summon Battlin Boxer Shadow. Spar. I'm sorry. Overlay into Come On Lead Yoke. Yep. Detach one. Special Shadow. And I do detach Switch Hitter, which is the correct play. Good. Okay, so I will do that. And I mill a Veil. That's fine. I go for the Veil, which makes sense because Switch Hitter would have just been kind of dumb since I don't get the special summon effect. Since I don't get an effect for the special summoning it. And also, Veil is more beefy since it special summons it in face-up defense position. So, yeah. I guess I just pass turn. I mean, yeah. Like, what else would I do? So he gets the Soul Pendulum. So this card, first draw. This card I've never seen before, but holy hell, I love this card. Alright, so what it does, you can target 2 cards in your pendulum zones and change each target's pendulum scale by 1, minimum 1. You can only use this effective Soul Pendulum once per turn. So we'll get to the other effect in a moment, but basically what that means is he can use the Stargazer and the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. He can make Stargazer go down by 1 and Revolution go up by 1. So he'll have a scale 0 and a scale 13, which means he can literally summon any monster in the game from his hand because he has exactly levels 1 through 12 open. I mean, that's just absolutely phenomenal. I saw that and I was like, okay, alright, alright. I have some respect for that. But anyway, um, so he's gonna basically do the exact same thing I just said, only instead of using Revolution, he's using Arc Pendulum Dragon, which makes sense anyway, to be honest. So it's gonna be 0 and 9, so he can summon 1 through 8. He then uses Revolution Dragon's effect to pay 500 and discard it to add a level 8 or lower Dragon Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. And he goes for Odd Eyes Phantasma Dragon. So this card, again, I guess it's like new support. I don't keep up with this. This deck does seem to have a lot of low scales, which is nice, because that's what most Pendulum decks, especially Pendulum Magicians themselves suffer from, is they just don't have enough low scales outside of like literally 2 cards. But anyway, Pendulum summoning the Phantom Dragon and the Odd Eyes Unicorn, as well as Phantasma. And so now you have your basic board here. Just 3 monsters Pendulum summoned. I guess Odd Eyes Unicorn also is a legal target for Link Karibo, if you want to do that. Which, I mean, besides just being a name, which, I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but that actually does have some credit to it, merit to it, because running cards just for the name has actually been done before in like successful deck profiles, just because people need another name. But anyway, so he uses all 3 and creates Black Luster Soldier, Soldier Chaos. Yeah, I was wondering originally why my boy over here was playing Odd Eyes. I saw this card, and it all came together. It all clicked. Because Odd Eyes is an archetype that has level 7s and 8s primarily. Well, if BLS, Soldier of Chaos, was Link summoned using a level 7 or higher monster or monsters as material, the opponent can't target it or destroy it with card effects. Also, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can activate one of these effects. Either give him 1500 attack, allow him to make a second attack during the battle phase of your next turn, or banish 1 card on the field. Now, usually you're going to use the final effect first, and then you'll do like, I don't know, the middle effect next, and then after you pop the first monster, you'll use the 1500 attack increase, and then you'll just go from there. But anyway, yeah, no, this is, oh man, this card was just a problem for me. I just couldn't out this to save my life. But anyway, goes straight into the battle phase and attacks into Shadow. So I'm going to take 1200, and then he's going to use the effect Banishing Lead Yoke and sending Sparrow to the graveyard. After that, he just passes, so it's my turn, and I draw into Solemn Strike. Well, Solemn Strike would usually be actually pretty decent, except for the fact that it can't be destroyed by card effects. So it doesn't matter that it doesn't even matter that it doesn't target, because it can't destroy it either. So it'd just be wasting 1500 life points. But anyway, at this point, I realize I'm just sort of screwed because I have Veil up, which is basically just dead. A counterpunch that I'm trying to save, but I was actually thinking about setting it, and thank God, thank the gods I kept it. Holy crap, dude! The amount of times I considered just setting this guy as an extra body, oh my! I can't believe I was actually smart enough to keep it. I mean, jeez, this pays off huge later on. So I just go ahead, set this Solemn Strike as sort of a bluff of sorts, trying to bait out something he might have, and pass the turn. Draws into OG Odd Eyes. Pendulum summons Phantasma. So what I do here is I actually use the Solemn Strike and pay 1500. Even though, honestly, so here's my thinking. Originally, it was a dead card. It really was. And I was almost positive I wasn't gonna use it. I was just gonna try and bait it with something. I was gonna try and bait something with it, I should say, rather. The only reason I changed my mind was I was losing 1,500 life points to get rid of 5, to save myself 5,500 life points. So, an extra, basically, save myself 4k life points, why not? Because otherwise they would have just attacked me directly, and it literally would have cost me a game, so thankfully I was smart. The one thing I'm not entirely certain about is I do believe that all monsters that get striked when Pendulum summoned are supposed to go straight to the graveyard rather than face up in the extra deck. He doesn't do this for both of them. He does it for Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, but not Odd Eyes Phantasma Dragon, which I wasn't actually certain on the ruling, so I didn't call him out on it, just because I didn't want to start an argument and waste half an hour of our time trying to look up rulings, but I just let it be, and I guess it turned out to not really matter anyway. He goes into the battle phase and uses Black Soldier Chaos to kill my Veil, and then he'll get an attack on the next phase, battle phase, I should say, rather. Sorry. And I'm an idiot. I just take 3,000 because I think the attack is the extra attack's instant. But it's actually better that it's not, because then you can give him the 1,500 attack boost and then attack again, like twice with it, you know? Well, I mean, technically you can only attack once when he's got the 1,500 boost, but you know. So yeah, he has a 3k monster on board. Can summon more. Meanwhile, I have 2,300 life points, and the only card I have whatsoever is a single counterpunch in hand. Nothing on board, and the cards in the graveyard don't matter because I don't really have a way to recur them yet. And the Banisher is absolutely just dead to me. So, pass his turn over to me. I top deck Switch Hitter. Mind you, I have one engraved. Out of 33 cards, I happen to pull one of my 2 copies of Switch Hitter, which is literally the only card that could have possibly feasibly saved me here. So, by the grace of the gods, I draw into Switch Hitter, normal summon Switch Hitter, use the effect targeting, like, what? It doesn't really matter what I target, to be honest. I guess I'll just get the other Switch Hitter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. No, Spar. So then I go into Lead Yoke once again, and I think you're starting to see it. Right? You starting to see it? This is absolutely crazy. So after basically having my board just absolutely dismantled, literally staring down the face of defeat, because of one top deck, because of one card I drew, not only do I not lose that turn, but I actually end up killing his monster and saving myself for future turns. That's absolutely ridiculous. And spoiler alert, in case I forget to say it later, this actually wins me the duel. This is ludicrous. This one top deck literally saved me the game. This one top deck determined the fate of whether I won or lost. It's that much like it's absolute anime level BS. I mean, it's oh my god, like this is one of those situations where when it happens to the opponent, you're fuming and like you can go you just go full on keyboard warrior. But when it happens to you, you just feel like the shit. Like you just feel like you've won $1 million. I mean, it's like oh my, you cannot replace that feeling. Oh, and the fact that it happened, oh my, oh wow. Like, and I was so, like, I was literally dead next turn. Oh, oh man, I'm so happy. But anyway, so I swing into his BLS with my lead yoke, banishing switch, counter punch, I'm sorry, for an additional 1,000 attack, making him 3,200 against his 3k. He takes 200, and it dies. I pass turn, not having anything else to do. He draws into another Phantom Dragon. He doesn't have a Link monster anymore, so he can only Link summon one monster from the extra deck. I mean, Pendulum summon, I'm sorry, one monster from the extra deck to the extra monster zone, and the one Phantom Dragon in his hand. He goes for Phantasma and Phantom. Moving on, he decides to link both of them off into Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Use the effect to add All Eyes Phantom Dragon, which is a new card from, I think, BLHR, and add it to the extra deck face up. He then uses Electromite's second effect to put Stargazer into the extra deck from his field in order to add the All Eyes Phantom Dragon from his extra deck to his hand. He reveals it a second time, which is nice. It wasn't necessary. And he draws into the Pendulum Call off Electromite's effect, which actually was a nice little top deck of his own. He sets it for some reason. I don't really know why he does that. And he passes. So it's my turn, and I draw for turn. Right when I think things can't get any better, I draw into Foolish Burial, which I can use to send my Glassjaw, which I can use the effect of to get my switch hitter back, and normally would go into another Xyz play if I could actually do that, but it's Master Rule 4, and I'm running a classic deck in MR4 format just because I want to challenge myself. That's literally the only reason I do this. And yeah. So everything happens just as I say. Normal summon switch hitter, special summon Glassjaw. But it actually turns out better this way because now I have a lot more damage to hit him with. Like just total. So I normal summon the switch hitter, special summon the Glassjaw just sent with Foolish Bit. So basically, in case you're a little confused, because I know I fast forwarded a lot there. I drew in the Foolish Barrel for turn, used Foolish Barrel to dump Glassjaw. Glassjaw's effect will allow me to retrieve the switch hitter in my graveyard to my hand, and then I normal summon switch hitter, use switch hitter's effect to special summon the Glassjaw I just dumped from my deck with Burial from my graveyard to my side of the field in attack position, and then I just went into an additional 2 monsters for my battle phase. So Glassjaw killed Electromite, he took 200. Then he's taking 3,700 extra damage between Lead Yoke and Switch Hitter, putting him down to 3,200. 3,400, I guess I can't count, my bad. Draws an absolute meme. Turtle. He draws Turtle. I don't know how this could have possibly been more fitting, Because at the time I was watching a video of Farfus. I don't actually know what video exactly it was, but it was, I think it's a table 500 where no, that's what it was. It was like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pictionary, I think, and and the chat was going nuts saying it was Geet Turtle every time the chat had to guess what card it was, and it started triggering him more and more as time went on. But yeah, anyway, he just sets it and passes. Um, I don't honestly know why he didn't just use Pendulum Call, discarding Geet Turtle. I guess he didn't have. I mean, he must have had targets in the deck. I mean, come on. But I don't know. So I draw the Twin Twisters, which is just a dead card in hand. Um, so I use Glass Jaw to attack and blow up E-Turtle. And I just feel stupid because it has no defense to speak of. Well, I mean, it has 400, but whatever. And I swing in for game. Oh my god. I I mean, yeah, that one card literally won me the duel. I'm going nuts here. Um, he just leaves the duel there. So yeah, that's right, because he did message me saying that he thought it was a singles. I mean, and even if he knew it was a match, can you blame him? Can you blame him? Can you blame him? I mean, if that happened to me, I would probably Control Alt Delete and then swallow. Okay, hold up, I wouldn't go that far, but well, I mean, I probably would. I'm sadistic like that, but um, masochistic. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. That's going to conclude this dual replay. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been your local lunatic, signing out. Catch you guys in the next one.